Hi everybody, it's Carol at Main Pilates. So if you remember, today was going to be the laziest, because what we're going to do is what we do at the end of our exercise, which is all the stretches. So I've dressed like this because Simon and I have been walking a lot, and I know that lots of people have been doing more exercise than they normally do, and I think it's fantastic, so keep it up. I've got to admit, I've blown my tyres up, but I haven't actually ridden my bike yet, so I think I might get rid of that because my hair's bad enough as it is. But what I'm trying to say is that you finish your exercise, and without having to lie on the floor on your nice little yoga mat, hi Audrey, so you don't have to lie down on your nice little yoga mat, these are all the stretches you do in your gear. Even swimming. When I go swimming, I do these in the steam room at Lime Keys because you're nice and warm and it's warm. But anyway, we don't have that luxury. What we have is we're out on our bikes, we're cold, we've got off our bikes or we've stopped walking, everything's aching a bit, and if we don't stretch off, it'll ache even more tomorrow. So thank you. I'm just waiting for a few more to join. Hi Leslie. Hi. Hi. Oh, too close. Right, so I've got my poo bags, I've got my gel, because sometimes you have to touch gates. Got my water, got my nuts. So if you're doing an exercise that you haven't done before, that's when you're more likely to find muscles you didn't know you had. So you might find, if you're suddenly doing a lot of walking, you might find your bum muscles, your thigh muscles, calves and ankles. But also if you're going for it, your shoulders will ache a bit. And if you're cycling, unfortunately we're not in Holland, there are hills, and so that will get the legs aching and your girly bits, and your boy bits for those boys watching. So that's what we're doing today. But of course, because it's a Pilates lesson, I have to talk about posture because we have to use the posture in the stretches. So let's go right back to the beginning for posture. Feet together, turn your toes out at 10 to 2, lift your heels behind. Okay, now our hips are in line with our knees and toes. Lengthen the neck so that you're nice and tall. Your neck is unscrewed. So from walking like this or cycling, God, I bet you cycle like this, don't you? Look like this. You've got your head down and you've got your neck up, and the back of your neck's killing, isn't it? Anyway, so lengthen the neck, take your shoulders down and back. It's just like the rucksack is just pulling me a little bit. It's perfect. Neutral spine. Core engaged. Pelvic floor lifted, and breathe. So my regulars, I don't have to expand on that. You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? And if you're new to this Pilates, then go back and see my videos on my YouTube channel or on Instagram or Facebook or on my website. So we just need to mobilize first because we can't do big stretches on cold muscles. So you do the big stretches at the end of your workout. At the beginning of any workout, before you get on your bike or start walking, you should just mobilise everywhere. Hi Ruthie! And by mobilising, it's just moving the joints. It's not about gymnastics. It's not about trying to fling your leg up behind your neck. It's mobilising your joints. And your joints are going to be very different today, tomorrow, the day after, the day before. So imagine we're just standing there by our bike or walking. We just need to just move the head a little bit side to side. So do everything on the breath. I'm trying to keep this and circle the nose. Keep it realistic. So there's my neck nice and loose, and back the other way. So my shoulders are still down and back. My neck is still moving, my back is still in a neutral spine, my core still engaged, my pelvic floor still lifted. Okay, shrug the shoulders, as big a circle as you can. Now remember, everything you do, you start small. Check nothing's hurting. If nothing's hurting, go large. And the other way. even if you're only walking slowly, you're still using your arms, I hope. If you're on your bike, you're here. The back, it's vital you warm your back up. Like now, if you've got any back issues, just swirl it round. And now is the time for me to say, if you have been told by a doctor or physician or physiotherapist to not exercise, please don't ignore them. They know what they're talking about. They're experts. They've been spent thousands and thousands of pounds going to university for years. Do not ignore what they say. And if they have said you are good to exercise, do it. Ask them what you should be doing and what you, more importantly, what you shouldn't be doing. So now I'm going big because I don't have any back problems. Be precise with them. They'll send you a sheet. If you had physiotherapy, they give you a sheet with all your exercises on. Ask them, how many should I do? Okay, down to the side. And the other side. Oh, tissue. How many should I do? How many times a day should I do it? How often should I increase if it doesn't hurt? Because you only get to see them about, I don't know, once a week or once a fortnight or once a month. Well, you don't want to be doing the same routine for a month because you get bored. So ask them, how soon can I increase the reps? How soon can I increase the workouts? And they know everything. Yeah. Hi, Becky. Oh, knees. Okay. Now I'm just going to slowly, my feet aren't moving, I'm just slowly winding my upper body round my lower body. Okay, if you have no pain at all, then make it large. And if you look, I'm having to lift my heel off the floor a little bit. And a little bit more. And as long as it doesn't hurt, look how high you can go. All the way behind. So you're stretching your chest now. So you wouldn't do it for this long before a walk. You might say do 4 of each, 2 each side. That's all, just to warm everything up. Okay, and now we're just going to take one arm back and forward. You should spend about 5 to 7 minutes warming up before you do any exercise. Right, let's do our balance, because we like a balance, don't we? So what you're going to be doing is the archer. So when I draw this hand back, I'm going to lift the opposite knee. So this is a really tricky one because you're moving your eyes while you're doing it. Now it's very different. I've got shoes on now, or, you know, my walking stuff on. So it feels very different than if I'm in bare feet. Easier, I have to say, because you get support from the foot. Can somebody give me a thumbs up that you can hear me okay? Hi, hi, hi. Ooh. Hi, hi, hi. Okay. Thank you, you can hear me, great. Okay, so there's your balance. Now we want to just work on the hips. This is vital before you go walking, cycling, whatever. We're just going to swing the leg, right? Swinging it. I'm not trying to touch the ceiling. I am quite flexible, so now I've tried this and it's not hurting anywhere. For me, I need to just go a bit bigger. You might not, because we're all different. Bit warm in here, isn't it? Now the other leg, small. If you need to hold on to something, feel free, because it's more important that you do the mobility than practice your balance if you're talking about going out somewhere. Loads of these, as many as you want, and then side to side. So this is just opening up my hips. The other week we did stacks of these, didn't we? I think we did about 20 of each, because it's so good for you. Okay, and now another one, and bring my knee up, take it out and round, and the other one. And then I'm going to reverse it, so bring it forward and down, forward and down. Okay, now look at this, just bend a little bit. So I'm now allowing my knees to go forward to stretch my calf muscles. Why is the door banging? No. So I'm just allowing my knees forward, stretching the calf muscles and the ankle joint. I'm just working that ankle joint. Now swirl the ankles, balance if you want to, or hold on to something. Round one way, round the other way. Vital if you're walking. Oh, gosh. So anybody who's just joining us now, we're doing stretches predominantly. The things you should do at the end of your new exercise regime so that you don't hurt your muscles. So we're not doing a big workout at all today. We're going to do the mobility. We're going to do a couple of exercises to get the muscles warm. Otherwise there's no point, you can't do the big stretches at the end. And, hi, sorry we keep losing you. Okay, take your feet wide at 10 to 2 and drop. But when you drop, take your knees over your toes. So we're just warming up the inner thighs. Yeah, so this class isn't about hard work. It's about what do we do when our muscles hurt because we've just started doing more exercise than we're used to. Hi, Ismay, stick with me. Okay, nice and gentle. Now a lot of my regulars are really good at this now, so if you want to go deep you can. Inhale, exhale, go as deep as you like, but a lot of you are new. I can see a lot of you are new, so this is all you need to do, but otherwise go down here. That's it. And there we go. So we're now going to do our normal warm-up. Inhale, down into awkward chair. So if you're new to awkward chair, this is it. Arms are up by your ears and you just stick your bum out as though you're going to sit down on a chair. My regulars will be about here. Okay. And another one. Brilliant. Okay, so we've mobilised every joint now. So if you want to go off on your bike ride or your walk or your whatever, you run, you don't get me running, then off you go. But and you don't have to do all of that. I mean, that took us a long time because I'm showing you the setup and because I'm showing you how. I can't just do a quick shortcut, can I? I'm a Pilates teacher, for goodness sake. So anyway, you can make a quick one of that and then off you go on your exercise. We're going to do something now just to warm your body up and then we'll do the big stretches, okay? So, all I want you to do, if you're new to this, lift one knee as high as you can and replace it. Lift the other knee, replace it. Okay? So we have to do something to warm us up, to get the heart rate going, because we're going to be doing some developmental stretches for the end of your workout. So we can't do that on a cold body. Okay, but if you're now, let's do a cross. You don't have to do this, and you can hold on. No worries about that. Okay, so here we go. Notice I'm not going down knee to elbow to knee. I'm bringing knee to elbow. Really working my core. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a bit warm. Okay, if anybody wants to go up a level, to warm it up a bit more, we go down, up. I'm not asking you to do that, I never do, do I? I'm not asking you, I'm just suggesting that anybody here who is used to my classes can do this. As low as you like, as long as your knees are tracking your toes. We don't want your knees coming in because it's really bad for your hips and knees, so you stay out. I'm waving back because I can't keep going forward and pressing the wave button. There we go. And I didn't turn my watch on. Does that even mean I'm not even here? Turn your watch on, girls and boys. We're warm now, aren't we? And I've got my heart rate up a little bit as well, so that's fair enough. Right, now we're going to pretend now we've been out on our walk, our bike ride, our run, whatever, because everybody's routine has changed, let's be honest. So let's start at with the stretches. So predominantly they're going to be lower half, because you're out there, aren't you, doing the exercise. You're not walking on your hands or anything. So first one, as soon as we were there, pull that knee up. Now if you're outside, you could lean on something or somebody. So bring one leg up and hug it tight into your chest. Squeeze those abs while you're doing it, because it helps with the balance. And then swap sides. Now we're going to do the same again, but we're going to bring a bum stretch into it. So you bring your leg up. Without moving the hips, take the leg across. So I'm not turning my body at all, leaving my bum there, and just taking it across. And you only go into mild tension. Okay, just mild. So I'm feeling it, but I'm not hurting myself. Now if I'd just done a big walk, I would be going, ooh, ooh, yeah, that's nice, sort of. Okay, and down. Same on the other side. Bring one leg up. And then, without moving the bum, take it across the body. All that rain we had yesterday, all the fields were really muddy again, so I couldn't get my walking boots clean, so I'm wearing my shoes. Okay, how's that? That's good, isn't it? Now we're going to do the quad. The quad is the front, the thighs. And if you've been walking downhill at all, they hurt more than when you're walking uphill. That's hard to believe, but it's very true. So, grab your foot on your laces. Hold on to somebody if you need to. Or, if you can't, take a scarf off or anything that's long. Put it round your foot. Hold on to somebody. See now what I'm doing there? So, if my legs are wide, I can't feel a thing. Bring your knees together. Still can't feel a thing. Now I bring my heel to my bum and I've got a nice stretch down the quad. Or from the front it's like this. So here, no stretch. Here, lovely stretch. Again, if I'd been doing a big walk downhill, I'd be going, ooh, I'm not sure about that. Oh yeah, that's lovely. And we hold it. And we hold these for like 30 seconds. If you want to increase the stretch because you've got used to it and your body's relaxed now and realises you're not going to hurt it after all, your muscles relax, called the stretch reflex, and then you can go on a big exhale, go and take it a teeny weeny bit further. So every out breath, take it a bit further. Lovely, and the same the other side. Always do both sides. Grab it, or like I say, put the scarf or whatever you've got round it. Hold on to something if you need to, or somebody. Bring the knees together. And then stretch and hold and breathe. The other thing I must say, if you have an injury, rest it. You're not going to get better by trying to walk through it, cycle through it, do Snowdon when we can, and relax. Now just while we're there, I want to show you a double whammy. I like to multitask. So I'm going to do the same stretch on the first leg, bring it together. When I've got it, some of you are supple enough to reach round. If you can do that, you can stretch the chest at the same time. So you don't have to do the chest after. So I'm now getting a really good chest stretch. So yes, if you are injured, or say I go on a big walk today and tomorrow my knee's swollen and a bit hot, don't go for another walk the next day. Get better first. It won't take long if you look after yourself. Same on the other side. So you bring the knee up, bring the hand round, get your balance, chest stretch. So should your knee, after this sudden burst of exercise, say, or your hip, anywhere, start hurting, lower it down. What you've got to do is elevate that limb. So you could lie on the sofa with the limb up on cushions or on the back of the sofa. get some ice on it, and if it's painful, take some ibuprofen. Also, watch the date, and if it goes on for a period of time, go and book an appointment to see the doctor. Don't be frightened, because what they'll do is then put you on this long list to get an x-ray, and it takes ages. So don't hang around. You can always cancel your appointment. Okay, now we're going to check the hamstring. Now, as you know, I've got this bum injury here. I have to stretch it off. This is the way to do it. Bend one leg, stick the other leg in front. And if you round your back, I don't have a stretch at all. As soon as I dip the centre of my back and stick my arse out, then I get a stretch, and you only go to mild tension. Because we're here for a while. So from the front, looks like this. Leg out, bend this leg, dip down, stick your bum out. So you rest the limb, you ice the limb, you compress it if you have to. So tomorrow, if you have to go to work or you have to do some walking for something, you compress it. We just put a bandage on it and you elevate it. And back up. But if you don't look after it, next time you come to it, it'll be even worse. One foot out, stick your bum out. Can you see from the side? As soon as I got a rounded back, I have no stretch. As soon as I dip my back and stick my bum out, I get a lovely stretch all the way down here. And the best way out of it is to just walk out of it. Okay, I now need to stretch my calf muscles. So I need something. So I've got a step there, but you can't see that. So you can use the curb, or you can use a stone, or you can use the wheel of your car or the wheel of your bike. So I'm sticking my foot up on that thing there. I've got no stretch here yet. As soon as I push my hips forward, nice stretch. Another way to do it, and I just need to turn this round a little bit. Another way to do it is here. So you could be on a car. And the reason I've shown you this is because I like to multitask and I can do both together. So if you do both together, saves you another 30 seconds and every little helps. If you can save yourself 30 seconds here, you're very likely to do it rather than just walk off and not bother. You can also hang down over a curb like this. You can hang down like that. It's another way of doing it. Okay, now we need to stretch the bum, don't we? So I'm going to hold on so I don't fall over and make myself look a right one. Cross the leg over. And first part is to open the hip. Now that in itself is giving me a nice stretch there, like already it feels good. Now I can release that because I need to concentrate, and I'm going to bend the lower leg and just now apply a little bit of weight there. So I'm feeling it all around my hip. This is what it looks like from the side. And it's just coming into my bum. So if you go walking or cycling, you need this. And of course the same on the other side. First of all, open the hip. That's when you do all your drinking. And then dip down. A lovely hip stretch on this side. It feels very different to the other side, I've got to say. I'm going to go back to the best one for your bum, best one ever I think. Again, lean on something if you need to. Hug that knee tight into the chest. In fact, you can see that I'm not moving my bum at all. So hug it in and take it across the body, keeping this in the same position. From the front, it looks like this. Now I've got a stretch right in that bum, which is your piriformis muscle. Anybody who has sciatica could have a tight piriformis muscle. Other side. So if you weren't able to multitask, you need to stretch your chest. Hands down behind you, just take the hands down and open the chest. The bigger the breath you take, the more you'll feel the stretch here. I've had a right day today. Nobody's paying. So I need this. Deep breaths. I mean my other job. And then the opposite one, which is when you clasp your hands in front. And now I'm asking you to round your back. So if you've been on a bike, you'd have done a lot of this, but you'd have been here, wouldn't you? So you're now doing that and holding it. So if you've been out biking, I would do this one first and always follow with another one of these, because you want to remember that your body to remember that this is more normal, and you want to stretch it open. It's been closed for a long time. I don't know about you, but I'm boiling. Should have opened the window. Relax. Now we need to stretch our arms off. So I'm going to take one arm up, bring that down, and just put a little bit of pressure. This is just stretching all my bingo wings. Again, on the out breath, just make it a bit better if you can, not if you can't, don't worry. And release, and same the other side. Take it up, drop it back. So this video, I will put it on my YouTube channel. I'll send it out to my regulars who aren't on Facebook, but anybody can access it, and you can do it anytime you like. You can send it to your friends. I absolutely don't mind. And then we're going to stretch the shoulders. So bring one arm out in front, bring it across the body. Don't use the elbow because it's a joint and you don't want to hurt your joints. What I do is grab my wrist and pull rather than yanking it towards me. And same the other side. Take it out in front. Take it across the body, but again, not by turning your body. Leave your body there and take the arm across. So now you're stretching your shoulder. Mine always clunks. And relax. We need to do the side muscle. Oh no, your biceps. Have your hands, palm facing the front. I don't know if you can see there. Can you see now? Palms facing the front. Turn your thumbs down as you take them back. And then you get a fantastic stretch here. So it's about turning the arms. That's when you get the stretch. Now I stretch the back. So if your back is really stiff, before you do anything, just do this. Little circles. As the eases off, make them bigger. Loads of people I walk with say they pull me back, pull me back. So this is what sorts it out. And back the other way. Gently first. Now I've got a wall right outside. It's perfect height. I'll show you here. Which isn't as good because I can't put my hands on it. But I take my feet away and I stretch my arms out straight, and then I just ease down, and because I am quite supple, I can go quite a long way. But my point is, I'm getting a stretch in my shoulders, a stretch in my back, lovely stretch in my back, I've got to say. I'm now getting a stretch in my bum, down my hamstrings, down my calf muscles as well. So even if you're only here, it doesn't matter, but the main thing is don't have a rounded back, have a flat back. So you're sticking your bum out, and that's when you get the stretch. And come out. So what I've also done, I'm going to take some of these clothes off now because we're going to have a lie down. Can't lie down with these on. And these. I don't mind giving anybody a printout of this routine. It's got my stupid drawings on, but you know, it'll remind you. And like I say, after all you've got to do is mobilise before you exercise, which are stretches but mild and on the move. And then at the end of your exercise, whatever it is, then you do these stretches, and you ideally want to do them for 30 seconds each. So we're going to do some stretches lying down. Hi, I'm just going to wave to some people. Okay, so some stretches lying down. I'm going to use my mat because I'm a bit sweaty. And I have a band. But if you don't have a band, you can use a scarf, belt, jumper, whatever. But I have a band, so I'm going to lie down. And I'm going to do my leg stretches because they are so good. Okay, lie down. Put the band or whatever it is around your foot. Stick it up to the ceiling. While I'm here, it's fine. But as soon as I try to straighten my leg, it won't be. So, once you've got it on, take the leg down. What we want is a nice straight leg. So I've got my elbows on the floor, I'm pulling mild tension on the band, and I lift my leg as high as I can with my foot flexed. This is pointed. Can you see pointed? This is flexed. So as long as your foot's flexed and your leg is straight, you might only get to here. Doesn't matter, as long as you have just mild tension. No more, mild tension. Now I'm obviously a bit more supple, so with a straight leg, mine would be up here, because I want mild tension. And I'm going to hold it and relax, actually, relax. Let me show you from the front. On the out breath, maybe there's a bit more, but if you start to bend the leg, you've overcooked it. Don't do it if you've got to do that. And again on the out breath, a bit further. Oh, there's a cheat. People do a cheat here. All right, watch this while you're still doing it. If you've got your leg bent, you can go further. But what I see people doing is pelvic tilting, as in lifting this bit of your bum off the floor. Okay, it looks impressive, but you're not doing yourself any favours. I call it peacocking. Okay, so go back to here, flex the foot, and then bring it up to mild tension, leaving all this relaxed on the floor. Okay, so there's your time done on that one. Before we change legs, grab the band in one hand, or the belt, or the scarf, and without moving anything else, take it over to the side. Again, if you want a peacock, you'll take it to the floor, but you'll bring your bum off the floor. That's not doing any favours. All that's doing is spine twisting, not... We want to stretch the inner thigh. So inner thigh stretch, leave all this exactly where it is. Gosh, I'm stiff today. Blimey. And relax, honestly relax. As you relax, your brain tells your body, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Oh, you're not trying to hurt me. Then the stretch reflex kicks in and you can go a little bit further. And on the out breath, a bit further. Maybe. If you can't, don't ever force it. And if you see somebody's band or anything shaking, you know they're overdoing it. And then bring it back up, and then we're going to do this other one. So if people have sciatica and things like that, Take the band in the other hand, take the arm out so you don't fall over. Leave this bum on the floor and just take the leg across. It doesn't go very far. I mean, it can. If I want a peacock, I can go all the way over. But that's not doing my stretch any good. What I'm trying to do is stretch my outer thigh, and it feels like a nervy sort of stretch. You know, like you've hit a nerve. If it hurts or if your band is shaking, you've overdone it. Bring it back. And bring it back up to the ceiling and swap sides. Okay, so take it to the floor. Bring it up to mild tension with the flexed foot. Your mild tension. And I'm not kidding you, some of my guys can only get to here. It's not a worry because it's your stretch, not anybody else's. It doesn't matter. This leg's a bit better than the other one. So I do have an injury. I call it my bum injury, but actually it's where the hamstring joins on to your bum, the tendon. So it's worse on the other side than this side. So I never force it because that would be, oh my God, it'd be a disaster. On the out breath, is there any more? See how relaxed all this is? None of this. Keep it there. Okay, now we're going to take this out to the side. No shaking of the band. And this bum, look, see, it's still on the floor. It's not lifting at all, it's still on the floor. And you might only be able to go to here. I know some people who are particularly stiff get to about here. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I'm just trying to point out that your stretch is your stretch. Actually, you might be better tomorrow than today or yesterday. And you bring it back up to the ceiling. Swap arms so you don't fall over, and take it across. Oh, this side's so much better than the other side, blimey. Wow. Brilliant. And bring it back up. So all we're going to do now is some breathing exercises, which, let's be honest, my regulars say they can breathe in bed, they can sleep in bed, they can relax in bed. But we are in very, very strange times, and I've got a kid, can't kid you, I'm feeling it today, I don't know. Every time Captain Tom comes on the telly, I start crying. But we all need a bit of a de-stress. So the first exercise is about calming you down. You can do it in a chair, but because we're here on our mat, let's lie down. So you want to be comfortable. If you have any back problems, you might want to put a cushion under here, just so your knees don't have to be straight. And I know actually, while I'm thinking about it, some of you have got back problems. So just roll a cushion or something up, just a pillow, just so your legs aren't straight. Get comfy. Shoulders down and back, arms wherever you like. Down by the side, up by your head. I absolutely don't care. Oh, you might want to be here. Okay, so in order to relax, we're going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I want to show you there's three parts to your lungs. There's the lower lungs down here, middle of your lungs, and the top of your lungs. So what I want you to do, I don't know if you can see my belly, I want you to inhale and leave everything still and keep inhaling but blow your belly out. So you inhale, say for 4. So anyway, and exhale and inhale. This is belly breathing. We don't do this in Pilates, but you do it in yoga. So inhale through the nose. Feel the difference between the inhale and the exhale. In other words, stop at the top, pause, exhale. Stop at the bottom, pause, inhale. Now think about your ribs. Put your hands on your ribs. Fill your belly first, inhale. Now keep breathing and fill the ribs. Now exhale, empty the ribs, empty the belly. Pause. Inhale, fill the belly. Fill the ribs. Exhale. One more. Breathe in, fill the belly. Fill the ribs. Pause. Exhale. Now we're going to find the top. So you fill your belly, inhale, fill your belly, fill your ribs, fill your chest. Fill, fill, fill. Pause, and now exhale. Make this the longest exhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. Keep exhaling even when you think you've finished. Keep exhaling and you may cough. And then you can inhale properly. Exhale properly. Same again. Inhale, fill your belly. Fill your ribs. Fill your chest. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale. Keep exhaling. Keep exhaling. Keep exhaling. Keep exhaling. Maybe a cough. And inhale normally. Exhale normally. We'll do that again now. Inhale, fill your belly. Fill your ribs. Fill your chest. Fully inflated lungs. Keep going, keep going. Now hold it. And exhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. Brilliant. Now some normal breathing. Okay, so the next one, that's it. That's good breathing for if you're feeling stressed. And you can do that sitting in a chair, sitting in the car, anywhere. You don't have to close your eyes, although it helps, but please don't do that while you're driving. And then the next one is if you're struggling to sleep. Now, the scientists don't know why it works. It's called 4-7-8, but it does work. So they don't know why. So why should I know why? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to inhale for 4, hold it for 7, exhale for 8. And the first one is quite difficult to get a handle on, and I won't be able to talk while I'm doing it. So you do it, I'll talk. So you inhale through your nose for 4, and it's got to be a big inhale because you need plenty of air in there. So great big inhale for 4. Hold it for 7. Exhale. Same again. Big inhale for 4. The second one's much easier. Fill your lungs, fill, 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 fill. Hold it for 7. Exhale. 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 Inhale for 4. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Hold it. Exhale. Okay, come back to normal breathing. That should be able to send you to sleep at night. So remember 4-7-8. If you're really a bit stressed or you still can't get to sleep, but in the day, you can do this in the day, you can do it in a chair, you can do it lying down, perhaps just take yourself off somewhere quiet. And this is the big guns, bringing out the big guns. Okay, so it's about relaxing your body and releasing tension. So again, I find it harder to talk while I'm doing it, so I'll have to talk and you do it. Okay, so you're lying comfortably or sitting comfortably. If you need to have your knees bent because of your back, that's absolutely fine, don't mind me. But I need to move that because I can't get comfy with that there. Okay, so what we're going to do is those big breaths again. So I want you to take a massive inhale. And as you inhale, I want you to clench your fist. So inhale as hard as you can, as long as you can. Inhale, inhale, clenching those fists, clenching the fists. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Hold it at the top. When you release it, it's this. And relax the fingers. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Now inhale. As you inhale, bring in the fists and the shoulders up to your ears. Bring it in, bring it all in, tight, 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 tight. Inhale, 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 hold at the top. Exhale, relax the shoulders, relax the hands. Keep breathing out. Inhale again, bring the fists, the shoulders. I want you to clench your teeth or screw your face up, whatever. Keep breathing in, keep breathing in, keep breathing in, keep breathing in. Hold it, exhale. Obviously you can't make that noise if you're sleeping with somebody else, you have to do it quietly. Same again, inhale, inhale. Fists, shoulders, face, toes. Now if I point my toes I get cramps, so I have to flex them. Flex, 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 flex. Inhale, 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 inhale. Relax. Now I'm going to do my bum. So I inhale, fists, fists, shoulders, shoulders, face, feet, bum, pelvic floor. Same again now. Anything else you can find that you haven't already done. Inhale, bring it all in. Fists, shoulders, face, feet, bum. Hold it as long as you can. Then relax. Same again. Bring it all in. Bring it all in. Bring it all in. Bring it all in. And relax. Now bring your breath rate back to normal. So if you've got low blood pressure or high blood pressure, heavy breathing might feel a bit weird. You never ever try to get up if you're still feeling a bit woozy with all that deep breathing. So you just bring your breath rate back to normal, bring your heart rate back to normal. Now I want you to come onto your side and then sit up. So am I dizzy at all? Who knows? I'm not. If you are at all dizzy, stay there or lie back down and somehow or other get your feet up if you're feeling dizzy. But that brings me on to the next thing, and I just need to turn it round again. So something that's really, really good for you is having your legs elevated. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, so I'm lying here and I just squidge my bum in and get my legs up on the wall. If, you know, here. But actually I would like to be supported, so I'm going to squidge in a bit. There. So this is so good for you. It's relaxing. Do your deep breathing, you know, inhale for 4, exhale for 4. Or you can do any of the other breathing. But having your legs up, if you've been on your feet all day and your legs are a bit swollen, your ankles are a bit swollen, you gets rid of all that fluid retention in the lower limbs. It's lovely. So it also gets rid of inflammation. Also, once you're legs are above your heart just feels so good. You get a nice blood rush. The blood comes out of your legs so much and is in the rest of your body. So it's really good. Oh. And you can stay here for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It's very relaxing. Great to do before you go to sleep. To get out of it might not be easy, so you might just have to squidge out, and then you go over to the side. And again, do not stand up or anything if you're dizzy. So one more good one is for sleep. This is child pose. So I don't know if you can see from there. Child pose. I'm kneeling. I now stick my bum back onto my feet if I can. Arms out in front and relaxed out. My forehead is on the floor. My arms are straight. My hands are on the floor. When my ribs are squashed onto my thighs like this, my ribs can't expand. So now the back of my ribs have to expand, and it stretches all those intercostal muscles, all these muscles in the back that never normally get a stretch. And this is child pose. This is extended child pose. And if you want to try something else in your own time, this is wide leg child pose. So exactly the same with the upper body. Very relaxing. If you want to stretch your sides off, you can go across here like this, fidget your hands across. What I'm getting now is a stretch all down this side. Fidget the hands back to the middle and off to the other side. And fidget them back to the middle. Come up. How are you feeling? See, I was right. That's the laziest Pilates class I've ever given in my whole life. It wasn't so bad, was it? So, if you've got any questions, you can message me on here, and when I get it onto YouTube, you can ask questions on YouTube. You can tell me what you want to do next week, if it's anything specific, any injuries you've got or weaknesses. It's up to you. So I hope you have a good week, and I really miss teaching you all live, I've got to say. Just do my head in a little bit today. I'll be doing some deep breathing myself and having a glass. All right then, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Hi Caroline, Sue, Liv, Glenn, blimey Glenn.